You're not gonna want to hear this. You're not gonna want to hear this. I promise you don't want to hear this. Listen, I talked to Ruben earlier today, I believe. Well, I talked to him yesterday too, but definitely today. And I said, Ruben, why does a split heat exist? Nala, one of the females that is going to be bred, she had a split heat. Jamarcus said 2 months ago, roughly in October, she trickled, she dripped, she some light blood. Unfortunately, it didn't take place. Not the full period. So guess what she's doing now? She's leaking, which is a good and bad thing. Good thing is we can breed. And it puts us in December, which puts us right at the beginning of January, February, where the pups will be here. That'll be Ego's second breeding. Third one for him will be with good old Amira. We might have missed this time because there was no blood, but I said, Ruben, why do split heats take place? And he said, Trev, a lot of studies, a lot of written articles. Unfortunately, I simply think it's just stress. And mind you, if you ever heard Ruben talk, you know good and well that man can break things down to the pinky toe and whatever else is going on in that thing. But facts are a simple fact. Sometimes it really is just your dog being stressed out. And first rule is your dog starts bleeding your female, separate her from the other dogs. Most time the males, when she starts bleeding, they're going to want to hump. In the first 3 days of estrus, she's at her highest state of infection, which means if anything really gets up in there, she could get infected, to be clear. Depending on how your dog's uterus is structured, or even the wall and how the hips sit, you might need to run, I believe it's low levels of 200 milligrams of cephalexin. Some people do that, and don't quote me on that, people, but sometimes they do that to ensure that the dog does not run the risk of acquiring pyometra. It's one of their things. So, where we may have missed one, I wanted to really focus on 2024 and breeding through that year, people. Don't feel like you get backed into a corner or like you're being backed into a corner. We've got a lot going on. And sometimes you just need more time to get yourself together. We've done a lot over the past 2.5 years, definitely 2 years and 3 years before that. And I could tell you this, I'm tired as the next person. I'm as motivated as ever, but I'm even more realistic than anything. And reality is between myself, Jamarcus, and everyone that's assisting in us growing, missing a breeding ain't gonna kill us, to say the least. It ain't gonna make or break us. Huge opportunity to bring you more information and work with your dogs. And I just got a message from someone saying, hey, I met you at Beast of the East. We just got a Alapaha Bulldog. Please keep the information coming. So I know this stuff's helping. And mind you, I don't have to breed a dog to help you. I can read a book to help you. And I'm a teacher. What does the teacher do? Opens up a book, teaches. But split heats, they're stressful for those people who really need a breeding to take place. And I understand your stress. Some people, and no disrespect to anybody who breeds for a living, they need that breeding to take place because it's, it might be some bills on the line. We don't necessarily live by that, but I understand your plight. So how do you prevent it? Manage her stress. And then when the time comes, bring her into the world, meaning like, hey, let's bring around the boys and see if she's ready. I've told Jamarcus what day I need him to bring me Nala so that we can begin the process of progesterone tests and just to see if we can do a natural tie as well. I'm interested to see if it can happen. It happened with Amira and Rocco. It happened. I mean, I guess she was hot in the pants and he was hot that day because it was an accidente. Ain't that right, Mama? So at anywho, people, stay tuned, take care of your dogs. If you're dealing with split heats, I'll try to find some more definitive information, but let's be clear. There's nothing that is definitive when it comes to a dog. A dog having a split heat. What's up, Mom? What's up? And that means now she can go home, back to stands. And when she swells up again, we won't miss a second time. Take care of your dogs.